I've been trying to do research and think about doing a series on why white people are so set on continually promoting that Egyptians were white, or that Egyptians were tan, or Egyptians were yellow skinned or brown skinned or Arab looking. And really not to actually do the video right now, but to just briefly touch on it. I was reading the diaries of Alexander the Great. This just some light reading. And Alexander said that when he got to Egypt, his generals had conquered Egypt for him so that he was able to walk into Egypt freely. He was dumbstruck, dumbfounded, awestruck, completely and utterly. Nowhere else in the entire European world had he seen anything so magnificent. He had the priests take him up the Nile, and he was dumbfounded at the stature and grandeur of the temples. He said he felt as if it was the land of the gods, because everything was just so on a scale that was inhuman. He went to the mouth of the Nile, or as he said, I'm sure he didn't go to the mouth of the Nile, but to the great temple. And this is the temple where they declared the pharaohs of Pharaoh. He went to this temple, which was 20 stories tall, and he stood at the front of the pillars overlooking the valley with all the people in front of him, and they made him a god, and he had his face put on a coin. And he said, these black people really know how to do things. Now, the whole racism didn't even start until England came around. England came to power. And it was the paleontologists from England that wrestled with the whole notion that black people could make something that would just dumbfound anybody in Europe. Their structures, even the cathedrals, the Notre Dame, just put it to shame. And it was their task to completely and utterly destroy any reference to black people in Egypt. Thank you for watching the Shikama Live Show. I will do this series if you want me to.